Prince Harry and Prince William are set to unveil a statue of their mother, Diana, Princess of Wales. Today marks what would have been her 60th birthday. Can you believe that? The brothers commissioned the piece in 2017, and it will stand in Kensington Palace's newly redesigned Sunken garden. But all eyes are on William and Harry as the two navigate a troubled relationship. For more on this now and how the country is remembering the iconic figure today, Imtiaz Tyab joins us. Imtiaz, good morning.
Hey, Anne-Marie, good to talk to you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Here we are at Kensington Palace. This is Princess Diana's former home. And in just a few hours, we will see this statue unveiled. It'll be introduced to the world. But as you said, all eyes will be on her sons, Prince William and Harry.
In life, Princess Diana broke the mold for what it meant to be a modern royal. A legacy that still endures 24 years after her death. Following Harry and wife Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties last year and publicly criticize the royal family in a candid interview with Oprah, Harry's growing rift with his brother Prince William was laid bare and threatens to overshadow any tributes to their late mother. Robert Lacey is the author of Battle of Brothers.
It is love against duty in terms of the issues involved. It's William defending the monarchy and Harry defending his wife.
Diana's deep commitment to humanitarian work was amplified not only by her dazzling presence, but with her ability to connect with people. When she died at the age of 36, the outpouring of grief for the people's princess was unlike anything the monarchy had seen before. And the images of her two sons, then just 12 and 15 years old, broke hearts with every step they made on the long walk behind their mother's casket. It would be at another funeral for their grandfather, Prince Philip, in April, which saw the brothers briefly reunited since their differences came to light. Side by side once again, but reportedly still not in step with one another. As William, Harry, and the world reflect on what would have been Princess Diana's 60th birthday, her legacy not only endures, but continues to shape the royal family, says Robert Lacey.
This unveiling of a statue to Diana, the royal rebel of 20, 30 years ago, is a deeply significant event. It's a recognition of the change in style of the British monarchy. This common touch, this love affair flirting with the media, is now mainstream for the royal family.
Now, here's what we know about Diana at 60. She would have been the grandmother to 5 small children, but when we think about her sons and the tensions between them, which is unlike anything we've ever seen before since Prince Harry decided to step away from royal duties, what we do have to remember, Anne-Marie, is that this is a decision that Princess Diana herself once made in her own life.
So true. So I'm really sort of curious about the willingness of the royal family to have this statue here. After all, she did divorce Prince Charles, and during that time, I don't know, there was a lot of stress and anxiety within the royal family about the decisions that she was making. Can you tell us more about why Prince William and Prince Harry wanted this memorial created and the significance of it being placed where it is being placed?
Yeah, I mean, as we've been saying, this really goes back to 2017 when the brothers, whose relationship, it's pretty safe to say, was a lot better than it is now, got together and decided, hey, we want to do something to honor our mother on what would have been her 60th birthday. And what they decided is that they wanted to have a statue of her. Now, we don't know what that statue looks like. We're going to find out in about an hour or so time when the two brothers meet up again here at Kensington Palace. But the reason this place is important is because this is where Diana lived, right? This was her house. This is the house that she shared with Prince Charles when she was married to him, and of course raised her two sons, Princes William and Harry. This is also where Harry and William were living when they decided to create this statue. Now, behind the building that you see there, which is Kensington Palace, is what's known as the Sunken Garden, and it is just that. It is a sunken garden, behind this palace, and it's a pretty beautiful place. place. And as part of the statue that they've created, they've also really revamped this garden, known to be one of Princess Diana's favorite places. There's a number of different varieties of flowers, many believed to be her own favorite types of flowers. And I think for the brothers, it's a very symbolic place for their mother's statue to stand, for this memorial to her to stand. And it's a place that they hope many people will visit because, again, Princess Diana, as we've been saying, is the people's princess. And you can't see in front of me, but there's dozens of people who have come out here in memory of Princess Diana, some of them holding signs in her honor as well. Anne-Marie.
Yeah, you know, it was really interesting watching your story, seeing sort of the outpouring of what certainly looked like genuine grief at the time. I think you know sort of the impact of the person when you can remember when you first heard that they had passed away. And I remember, you know, I was going to work at a pub, completely different life at the time, but I remember hearing over the radio that Princess Diana had died, and I was, you know, shocked. Do we know, in regards to her sons, have we any insight into, you know, the nature of their relationship, whether or not there are plans for them to talk? You know, is Prince Harry heading right back to the U.S.? Can you give us any more light on that?
Yeah, I mean, you hit on a really good point, Anne-Marie. Princess Diana's death shocked the world. I mean, that's kind of an understatement. And like you, I can remember where I was. You know, I was at a friend's house, and I can vividly remember his parents' ugly pink carpet. And it is just that memory that seared into so many people's mind, because here was this princess who was famous all over the world, and at just 36 years old, lost her life in that Paris tunnel. And we've also have to remember that funeral where we saw her 12 and 15-year-old sons at the time walking behind her casket. And, you know, as I said in my report, you know, hearts were breaking with every step those two little boys took. And now here we are. They're grown-ups. William is 39, Harry is 37, and their relationship is pretty bad. The last time they were together, again, as we were saying in my report, was at their grandfather's funeral in April. We saw them talking, but what we do know is that things didn't really patch up there. We do know that they will be attending this event together. There's a reasonable chance they could very well be in the palace. This is where William lives. If they're meeting beforehand or not, we don't have any previous knowledge to that, but they will be standing on that stage unveiling this statue to their mother together, despite their differences.
All right, Imtiaz, thank you so much.